Alright, let me talk to you for a second. Have you been scrolling through Zillow at night, checking the houses in Winston-Salem, and then looking at your phone like, man, is now really the right time? I mean, you see the prices, you hear about the interest rates, you hear folks talking about the market crashing, and it has you second guessing everything. And I get it. If you've been thinking about buying a house in Winston-Salem, 2025 probably feels as confusing as ever. Some folks are saying wait for the crash, others saying buy now before it gets worse, and somewhere in the middle, you're just trying to figure out if it's a smart move or if you're just setting yourself up for regret. So let me help you cut through all the noise, because this is what I do every single day. My name is Keon Shoulars with Real Broker LLC, and I live here, I work here, I help people buy homes right here in the Triad. And I'm not just here to sell you a dream. I'm here to give you the full picture so you can make the right decision for you. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, feel free to reach out. And if you've got questions while you're watching, don't wait. Call or text me anytime. I'm serious. My number's right in the description box below, and I'm easy to reach. Now, the first thing I want you to understand is this. Winston-Salem is still one of the most slept-on real estate markets in the state. And that's not a bad thing. While everybody's been looking in Charlotte or Raleigh, folks who know what they're doing have been quietly buying up in Winston. Why? Because they understand value. They understand long-term growth. And they understand that affordability is starting to disappear in North Carolina. But Winston still has some room. But let's talk real. Yes, interest rates have gone up. We all know that. But here's the truth. The interest rate doesn't matter as much as you think if you buy smart. That's why I come in. You don't overpay, you don't settle for the wrong neighborhood, and you make sure you have options down the line to refinance. That's how you win. People ask me all the time, Keon, are we at the top of the market? My answer is simple. If you're buying a home and you plan to live in it, and it meets your needs, it's always the right time to buy. You're not day trading homes. You're not trying to flip it in 90 days. You're building a life, a foundation. And you don't build a life based on fear and headlines. Now here's something you probably didn't know. Winston-Salem has been steadily investing in itself. New businesses, more parks, revitalized downtown, even schools in certain zones are improving. There are neighborhoods that 5 years ago, you wouldn't even have looked at twice. Now, they're catching the attention from buyers from out of state. And when outsiders start paying attention, that's when you know you're on the edge of something. But here's where a lot of folks mess up. They try to wait for the perfect time. They say, I'm just gonna wait until prices come down a bit. But here's the secret that nobody tells you. Home prices rarely go down in Winston unless there's a serious reason. And even then, the best homes in the best neighborhoods, they don't get cheaper. They just get taken faster. Let me tell you about someone I helped recently. Young couple, first-time home buyers, they were scared. Like Keon, this is the biggest thing we've ever done. And I told them that's exactly why you don't need to do it alone. We sat down, we looked at their numbers, their goals, and we didn't just go house hunting, we created a plan. Not only did they close on a home on the budget, but that same home has already appreciated since they bought it last year. That's what happens when you move with purpose instead of panic. And this ain't just about the price tag. You gotta think about quality of life. Winston offers space, green community. You're not sitting in 2 hours of traffic every single day. You're not paying $1 million for 1,200 square feet. You can still raise your family, invest in your future, and breathe a little bit here. Now let's pause here for a second because I want to check in with you. If you're still watching this, I already know something. You're serious. You've been thinking about this move. You might be tired of renting. You might want more space. You might just want something that's yours. Whatever your reason is, I want you to hold on to that feeling because that is your why. Look, I don't care if you've been through a bankruptcy. I don't care if your credit ain't perfect. I don't care if your cousin told you to wait until 2026. If you are ready to buy, or even just thinking about it, use the link in the description box to schedule a call with me. Not some pushy sales pitch, just a real conversation about your options, because you might be a lot closer to owning than you think. Now back to Winston for a second. One of the biggest trends that I'm seeing is folks moving here from bigger cities. People from Atlanta, DC, even New Jersey. They come down here and they can't believe how far their money goes. But guess what happens when out-of-towners start buying up inventory? It gets real competitive real quick. So if you're local and you're waiting for the right time, don't let someone else come in and snatch up your opportunity. Now, I'm not saying just go out here and buy anything. I'm saying be intentional. Get pre-approved, work with someone who actually listens to what you want, and don't fall for the hype. Just because a house is cute doesn't mean it's a smart buy. You need someone who knows the neighborhoods, who knows what homes will appraise for, and who isn't afraid to negotiate on your behalf. That's where I come in. And let me say this too. Just because you're buying your first home doesn't mean you can't think like an investor. Maybe you don't want to live there forever. Maybe you want to turn it into a rental later. I help you buy with that mindset, so you're not just buying a house, you're building equity and options. See, I'm not just a real estate agent. I'm your teammate. I'm the one that's helping you to not fall into those same traps that the other buyers fell into. I'm the one that's looking at your blind spots, asking questions that you didn't even think to ask. Whether it's resale value, school zones, or how that foundation is looking under the carpet. I got you. And if you made it this far in the video, first off, thank you. But more importantly, I want to help you stop thinking about buying a home and start planning how to do it. So here's what we need to do next. Pull out your phone, save my number, and shoot me a text or give me a call. Just say, hey Keon, I saw your video, I'm thinking about buying. That's it. I'll take it from there. No pressure, no BS, just straight up advice from someone who wants to see you win. Because Winston-Salem still has a lot to offer. It's not too late. You're not too late. The only mistake you can make is doing nothing. And if you found this video helpful, even a little bit, tap that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I got more deep dives coming, whether you're buying, selling, or just learning. And make sure you watch this video, as it will help you with your home search. And when you're ready to make that move, just remember, Keon has the keys. I will see you at the next one.